welcome back. Ohayo gozaimasu. Herzlich willkommen. So guys, update here on EHang. Ticker is EH. We have here a very interesting drone company, short squeeze stock. Massive short squeeze here back in 2020, 2021 with a peak price of $129. So we have here a lot of potential since we're trading here at $14.48, and I will show you in this video why I think technically EHang has the potential to come back here to $90 to $100 in the next time. Everything what I say here is of course not financial advice. I already released a couple of videos here on EHang on my channel, so check that out if you want. Yeah guys, when we see here the chart pattern for EHang, since the drop here from $129, we came down to $3.32. That was the all-time low back here in October 2022. And since then you can see the volatility went just crazy from $3.30 here. We came back to more than $25 and had an almost 680% profit run. And you can see also that EHang is stabilizing here price wise. The previous bottom for the stock was here at around $7.80. You can see that here is something like I call it squeeze trigger price level, and when the stock went below $7.86, even it went 50% almost lower than that. That was just a dip before we saw here the next short squeeze. What we need to know is, guys, the short sellers are afraid to short EHang. So that means they know that there is something cooking up in the background. We have a short interest of around 6 million shares. And when we zoom out, when we see what was the history here in 2022, of course, before the short interest was quite low. Also, the float was lower than today. Today we should have around 50 million, 42 to 50 million shares. I have no actual numbers here in Fintel, but we can see that the short sellers or the short interest in shares is now 6 million shares. And when we see the history here of EHang, then we can see that the short sellers are hesitating to short the stock. So even back to 2022, the short interest was around 6 million to 8 million shares, sometimes a little bit higher. But you can see that no new short sellers stepping in. Sometimes they cover some shares, then they step in again. So we have here around 6 million. Even the price is quite high at $14 compared to $3, which was the all-time low, or $3.30. We can see that the short sellers are hesitating to step in here and short this stock. That's why based on this information, we have here a quite high short squeeze chance. Yes, we also have some bear scenarios here. So now I give you here my chart overview for EHang, guys. And if you don't know my channel, so usually I talk here about short squeeze stocks, and not only I talk about them, I try to predict short squeezes every week, guys, and I have been successful this week as well. Two of my stocks squeezed here, or my stock predictions squeezed here, 187%. So this was one of my swing trade alerts, which I post on Patreon, and just a couple of hours after I posted this on Patreon, in the pre-market already, this ticker here squeezed 187%. And also one of my hot stocks, which I release every Sunday, I show you that in a second, squeezed also 160% this week, guys. So there is a lot of squeeze potential in the market, and as I said, I release here every Sunday my so-called hot stocks. So when I release those videos, that means that the tickers which I present in those videos have very high squeeze potential. It's my personal finest selection of short squeeze stocks. Even EHang also has the potential to squeeze, but these stocks are more volatile and squeeze in a much faster fashion. And you can see also my members here made huge profits already here on single trades. There is of course no guarantee, guys. Nothing is guaranteed in trading, but if you want to see my finest selection of short squeeze stocks and my other content here, then you can join in our trading community. The most popular membership which I have is the full package membership here on Patreon. You get a lot of benefits here when you join in. You can see that here on the left, and when you click the info icon here in the corner, you get access to the Patreon member link. Everybody is welcome, guys. It doesn't matter if you are complete beginner in trading or already an advanced trader. So guys, EHang, what's the game plan? So we know that we have here some squeeze trigger price level. I said before that here, this yellow line, the bottom was somewhere in here at $8. Everything below, in my opinion, $9.62, or better to say $11.50 here, is something like a squeeze trigger price level. EHang starts to squeeze as soon as we leave $11.50. So the short sellers which are still in there try to bring the price below $11.52. We are still in a bull market, and as long as we stay in the bull market, EHang has here a very high potential to squeeze out of this so-called wedge pattern here. I think you can even call it the bull flag. So when we see this price actions here, we are just building higher highs and now also higher lows. So as long as this pattern is valid, I think we have a very high potential to squeeze, especially if we stay over $11.52. If we squeeze out of this wedge pattern here, you can see it's maybe 6 months away now, maximum 6 months away. Even also if we see a breakout here, you can see the white trend line here in the chart is supporting the price. And even if we see here some small fake outs, guys, I would not be insecure by that. But of course, everybody has to make his own decisions and make your own due diligence on this ticker here. As long as EHang is not diluting the stock, we have here a very high squeeze potential. Yeah, and then there is just one price line left. You can see here the orange line is compressing the price. So if EHang would start to pump today, somewhere here in the $19 to $21 range is the strongest resistance. And after that, guys, the way is more or less free, especially when we squeeze out of this orange trend line here, which is in control by the algos. The next price goes here, yeah, when we just focus here on the chart, $41, guys, is the next price goal. So even based on the actual share price which we have, this is already here in price increasement of 180%, which is cool. Nothing special. As I said before, we have here a lot of short squeezes in the market, and some of our tickers do that in just here a couple of minutes. But as I said, this is high volatile stuff, guys. Then EHang has the potential to squeeze much higher. I draw for you here a liquidity zone, a potential landing zone. And the landing zone, guys, there is some open business in the chart. It's too detailed to explain everything here for you, but the open business here in the chart is waiting between 89 and 94 US dollar. Technically, EHang has to squeeze back to this price range here if they don't dilute the stock or perform any kind of reverse stock splits, which I don't think is necessary. The price is still good here. One of the listing requirements on the Nasdaq is here a price above $1. We are far away from that. Even EHang already traded here at $3.30, but the market capital is just 920 million shares. For a company, guys, which want to build drones to fly people around the world or through cities, 920 million is nothing, guys. This is really low. So that's why I think sooner or later EHang has to raise some capital by maybe offering here some new shares, aka dilute the stock. But this is not the case now. Sorry, technically, as long as we hold this trend line here, everything is very bullish, but we will see here a decision to the up or downside, in my opinion, very, very soon. Let's talk about the bear case. We also need to talk about the bear case, and I switch for that to the daily chart here, and it's more visible for you. So, loading. Alles klar. Okay, guys, you can see that we have here two orange lines in the chart at $5.88 and $4.12, and this is the problem. We had here two gap ups, yeah. When EHang traded here at $3.32, we had here two gap ups in the daily chart, and usually, guys, usually when a chart or a stock is gapping up, those open gaps need to get filled. Yeah, we had the same situation here back in 2020. EHang squeezed from $7 to $129, and you can see the same here. We had here 1, 2, 3, 4 orange gaps, guys, open gaps to the downside, and with the years, EHang started to close all these open down gaps. So respect the chart. If someone is telling you a stock is trading at $129 and someone telling you we will see $5 or $8 again, don't call this guy crazy, guys, because it's just simply on the chart, and technically the algos have to close those gaps, and the chance that they're doing that is about 90%. That can take some time, of course. We can see here from the squeeze momentum to the last gap close 501 days, guys. It took more than 1.5 years, but sooner or later those gaps will get filled, and this is the bear scenario which we have for EHang, that sooner or later the stock will come back down to $4.12 or lower. As long as we have this structure, it is of course in favor for a squeeze to the upside. That's why I said, so the potential that we see $40 or even $100 or $94 is higher than the other scenario. But as long as we're trading here in this trend channel pattern, that means we have to make a decision for a breakout to the up or the downside, and that's why I recommend all my members, and I also recommend that to everybody who started trading, please always work with a stop loss, guys. Me personally, I would set a stop loss for EHang below $11.50, because when we lose this support here, or especially the support at $9.60, guys, then we will tank down, and then I have no doubts that EHang will start to close all the open down gaps. Guys, if you want to copy here the price levels from my chart, everything what you see here is based on TradingView. This is the program what I use here for all my videos and all my trades. You can see also here in the scale the price levels which I marked in the chart. And if you don't have TradingView, guys, if you still want, or if you want to learn trading and want to take the opportunity to learn trading this year, then you can of course get here a $15 discount. When you click the info icon here in the corner, you get access to this discount link here for TradingView, and I always recommend the premium tier. This is good for beginners and advanced traders. My friends, that was my update. If you don't want to miss any updates on EHang or my other short squeeze stocks, then please hit the like and subscribe button right now. I would really appreciate that. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next one. Arigato gozaimasu. Vielen Dank. Alles Gute. Viel Erfolg mit EHang und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.